On my first episode, I showed that on the DOSBox website, it advertises how there are a lot of freeware first-person shooters for the DOSBox. Well, let's take a look at one of the really early ones, Hovertank.
So this is Hovertank. Looks alright so far. Zone 1, Langston Research Facility. Your first assignment is to rescue a bunch of scientists who have barricaded themselves inside the Langston Research Facility. They were working on new, clean fuel until some big oil corporation decided to buy Langston out. Now inside say the corporation is going to nuke them.
Okay, there's a bit of backstory. What? Do you think it would have been too hard to explain what the monsters are doing there?
This game is simple enough. You go around shooting enemies on your way, and you rescue people.
Don't you just love video game voice acting from back when they didn't take it seriously?
As you can see, the graphics are quite simplistic. Like many early 3D games, it's not actual 3D polygons, it's just sprites that change depending on the angle you look at them. It seems that the tank is wider than your view range because you often bump into things. One problem with the graphics is that since there's no textures on the wall, it's hard to get a depth perception if there are no corners, especially with white walls.
Gate detected.
Once you've rescued enough people, a teleportation gate will appear. You have to get there before the time runs out. Your score gets evaluated, and then you go on to the next level. Zone 2, Gardens of Marvin M. Mitchell. The Mitchell estate is home to many of the world's most famous activists, philanthropists, and do-gooders. We've just found out that a group of extremely rich industrialists have funded a tactical strike on the estate after some of the activists irritated some of their interests. And still the monsters that don't make sense. The monsters aren't much of a threat to you, however they can kill the hostages if you don't rescue them in time. Well anyway, more of the same stuff, so just speed this up. Zone 3, Caves Brazos de la Mender. A group of terrorists known as the Dark Legion are holding a bunch of children hostage until their demands are met. The government has decided, with their usual compassion, to nuke the Legion along with their hostages. Get the hostages out of there.
These guys are willing to drop nuclear bombs at the drop of a hat. I mean, how is this civilization still alive?
Well, if I'm supposed to be rescuing kids, she sure entered puberty early. Same stuff again. Oh, and if monsters attack you, your tank takes damage. If your tank took damage in level, at the end of it, your tank will be repaired. Zone 4, Fort Smith. The last renegades of the local resistance are imprisoned for holding rallies and publishing their anti-government pamphlets. A superpower is planning to nuke Fort Smith for its strategic importance. We want those renegades.
Okay, there's a bit more interesting backstory. Apparently, I'm part of a renegade group, and I'm fighting against the government.
Hang on, what's attacked me? Hang on, is that...
I'm sorry. He almost swore. I mean it. I mean, this game was fairly innocent, apart from, well, cartoonish blood, but still.
Yay! I beat the previous high score, which is 0. Okay, try again.
Ah, enemy tags. See, that makes sense. Now I know I'm fighting against the army and that I'm a renegade and the tanks make sense. And yet we're still back to the mods that don't make sense.
Thankfully, the tanks from the government attacked those too.
Gate detected.
Okay, that's all the people, but unfortunately I can't find the gate Alvius. Where the heck is it? I'm not gonna make the time.
Try again.
Gate detected.
Okay, I have plenty of time to spare this time. Let's see if I can make it. Be around here somewhere. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, there it is on my radar. Ha! Found it!
Right, on to the next level.
Zone 5. Coyote Canyon. A brilliant scientist and his daughter are living on a missile site in the canyon. The site is a military target, and we want you to get Professor Phillips back safely to headquarters. Okay, so I have 2 people to rescue, so it'll mostly be shooting enemies. It's just me, or do a lot of the sound effects sound like someone gargling spit? Right, there they are.
Gate detected.
Simple enough. Zone 6. Santa Maria Cathedral. A group of priests have been tending the dying at the cathedral, even though their area is likely to be bombed again. The mutants swarming the area are insane. Be careful!
Oh, so they're mutants! Okay, well, considering how the government is willing to unleash nuclear weapons at the drop of a hat, it'll make sense that there'll be mutants. But it only took you, what, 6 levels to explain that?
Well, they weren't kidding about mutants swarming the area. I see a lot on my radar. Oh, there's the first time being killed by the mutants.
That was Hover Tank. Well, it was more or less what I expected it to be. It was slightly cheesy and slightly outdated, but quite simple and fun.
The game used to be downloadable from id Software's website, but that seems to be down at the moment, so you can download from any website where you can download DOS games from.
So, give it a go.